Please. Good evening, all of you. Looking at you, sparkle in your eyes, your overall get-up, your academic credentials, leaves no doubt you will turn out to be the best in your service and serve the nation. Shri G.S. Rajeshwaran ji, Director General, Defence Estates, the man responsible for taking care of. When I told him 18 lakh acres, he said no, 18.11 lakh acres. Sri Sanjeev Kumar, Director, National Institute of Defence Estate Management, your guru, one who imparted to you everything under strict discipline, practical guidance, and prepared you for your future role for futuristic Bharat. Sri Satyam Mohan ji, a course director, is never a favorite while you are working with him. But you always remember him once you are done with the course. All your life you will be grateful to him for the tough times he gave you. You will ever remember that his being a hard taskmaster laid the foundation for what you will be in future. Officers of the Indian Defence Estate Service, the two batches here, and distinguished guests, Sri Sujit Kumar, 2010 batch Indian Administrative Service Officer. He is PS to the President, Vice President of the country. Enormously talented. He shares one thing in common with you. He didn't join but was selected in this service. When I heard each of you, I rolled back to 5-6 decades to my days in Sainik School. We come from varied background. We come from modest background. We have made our way through Caesarean mechanism. But I was noticing each one of you had an option. If you had not got into the service, you would have had equally lucrative job to perform by virtue of your credentials. And therefore, joining this service is with an element of sacrifice. It is an occasion, rare opportunity. I would say godsend opportunity to be at the service of 1.4 billion people. Bharat, home to 1/6 of humanity. You will get an opportunity to serve such a land. You can be ever obliged to destiny for affording this opportunity to you. I know for a fact that material gains are important only to the extent they help you survive. Beyond that, it is the satisfaction to serve the motherland and to be at the service of mother that generates a sublime ecosystem. You are part of it. You will be involved in activities that are fast changing. No state entity in the country as large as ours holds such a large land bank. You are to be custodian of it, guardians of it. But your job doesn't end there. The world is changing very fast. Your innovative ideas, your farsightedness, your contributions, you can leave a stamp. One oversimplified work would be to manage the estate. See, there are no encroachments. To see that there are legal issues which are well handled. The second is how to bring your stamp in that land mass. That would be using technology, using horticulture. You can do wonders with the land. Land is the greatest nature gift that keeps you close to the ground. If each of you and members of your service resolve that every inch of defense land will be exploited for betterment of nature, variety, then you are spread all over the country. You will have the benefit of all climates. You can generate an ecosystem whereby every inch will be remembered for future generations. Tree plantation, medicinal plantation, herbal plantation, and that will generate interest in the people living there. And I am sure each of you, with the kind of expertise you have across the board, from engineering to medicine, from management to arts, you are well equipped. I therefore would make earnest appeal to you. Have a brilliant idea, but don't allow that brilliant idea to be harbored in your mind. If you allow a great idea and park it inside your mind and don't act further, you are doing injustice to humanity. Implement that idea, execute it, and in the process, you will be contributing hugely not only to the flourishing, blossoming of the state of defense, but you will also be serving Ma Bharati. Because if we go into our cultural ethos, our historical background, we will find Bharat has always been nature-loving. Look around. The wealth comes from nature. Everything is created by nature. Research is generated by nature. And there can be no larger opportunity than the one you will make available. Defense, we are proud of our defense forces. The best of human resource, like you, get there. If you involve the defense personnel into some interest in nature, that will go a long way. I am sure you will do much more than my expectations. You are lucky that you are living at a time when India's image globally is on the rise. We have been reckoned as the fastest growing large economy in the world, ahead of all other major economies. We could never imagine it. September 2022, we overtook Great Britain and became the fifth largest economy. By turn of the decade, we will be third largest. And with you being there, the warriors of 2047, when India will celebrate its centenary of independence, you will be principal players. You will have the satisfaction of seeing Bharat at the top. One thing in the world you will find all over, Indian genius is premium. Indian genius is in the front line of global development. Mark my words, not only national, global development. And therefore, beyond doubt I can say, will not be around. 2047, Bharat will be number one. Look at now. Some of us do not take pride. Misguided souls, confused about the potential and real-time accomplishments of this country. In 2022, digital transfer of money had become a rule the world over. Digital transfer was taking place in the US, in the UK, France, Germany and India. But in 2022, if we put together digital transfer of US, UK, France, Germany, and multiply it by 4, that is Bharat digital transfer. Imagine 4 times the added digital transfer of US, UK, France and Germany. That is our accomplishment. And how come talent like you is contributing it? It is taking place from village up to the metro. Because we Indians are very quick to skill ourselves. If there is formalized skilling, our development is geometrical. But we have something in us that we believe in self-schooling, self-skilling, and that is why this historic achievement is there. You are youngsters, let me give you another figure. We have over 700 million internet users. Per capita data consumption, which matters. For last year was more than that of US and China taken together. Now why should we not take pride? Surely with these achievements, handling of COVID, making available food to over 800 million people from April 1, 2020, we are a nation forward-looking. To say that we believe ever in having a look in the rear view is a lopsided, short-sighted approach to look at the ground reality. To say that India's rise is not taking place is to be like ostrich, ignore the ground reality. Our rise is in figures. Our rise is in the satisfaction of people. Our rise is in the common man getting the very best. And all because of youngsters like you are working day in and day out. You will be part of a system to change Bharat. And I have no doubt you will change, contribute for the change, for the better. When you are marching ahead, never carry baggage of yesterday on your shoulders. If you do that, chances are your progress will be impeded. You have to look in the rear mirror Because then you know those who are not well disposed towards the nation, those who are out to taint, tarnish and destroy our institutions, we come to notice them. You look in the rear mirror only to avoid someone who is determined to create an accident. But you look ahead to realize the vision, the aspirations, the welfare and good of humanity. And that is what is happening in India at the moment. You will find people in and outside the country trying to calibrate us. We cannot allow others to calibrate us. Their calibration is not objective. The rise of India is indigestible in some quarters because this country believes in peace, stability, harmony of the world. Have you ever seen a phase like this, where the entire world waits to see what India will say, what India's Prime Minister will say, what India's policy will be there? And policy of Bharat is very clear. War is no solution to any problem, was said by India's visionary Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. It's a great statement in the times we live. Here's another statement. We are not living in an era of expansion. And look at the commitment of achievement. As Chairman Rajya Sabha, I know, could you ever imagine a building of this size, this dimension, being ready in less than 2.5 years? But what you are missing, that the building itself is not ready. Everything inside is ready. Huge infrastructure inside, all in take-off stage. Just imagine, entire culture of the country is reflected in the new building. It is ready. So don't get a feel that a structure has come in 2.5 years, less than that. Many times more than that has taken place. I am sure your friends, your family members will be very happy and delighted. How many of you are married? Pali? Yes. Pali, you are from Pali? Yes. In Pali, you see, they go for the right age. So you have solved one big problem of your family members and created another. Where you may not have had choices earlier, you have choices. They must be very happy, you see. And look at where you come from, all over the country. And mind you, this is one service which is very special and which is envy of any other service I would share with him. Envy because all your life you will be living in disciplined environment. All your life you will be living close to nature. All your life you will be interacting with human resource, where you will be able to contribute to each other's growth. There is no other service. And then to be part of an organization that is prepared to make ultimate sacrifice for our present being fine. There can be nothing more gratifying than this. I wish each of you a great success in your career. I will make one appeal. Whatever be the challenge, whatever be the temptation, always keep your nation first. This is not optional. This is not by choice. This is the only way. I am grateful to the Director General and Director National Institute of Defence and State Management for making available this opportunity to me and my wife, Dr. Jagdeep Dhankhar, to interact with you people. When one of you is a doctor, am I right? Yes. She is a doctor, but in philosophy. So I quite often tell her, he is a real doctor. And she says, we both are real. I will have a word for Rohit. Rohit, you slightly stammer. I did that. It has nothing to do with our mind. It has nothing to do with our intellect. It only indicates our intellect is very sharp. Am I right? When I asked you, kahan ke ho? You did not stammer. Be your normal self. You will go a very long way, I can tell you. Because all those who are not, who initially stammered as I did. You get my point? So take it seriously. Forget about it. Okay? And the one who will marry you will be very lucky. Thank you, gentlemen, and the gentle lady. Best of luck. Bye.